It's currently 8:26 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, July 11th, 2025, and we're back at it with another general timeless intuitive reading for my soul tribe, divine divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them. With anything that resonates with you via messages, energies, frequencies, etc., etc., and etc., regardless of the where it came from, you always want to go within and to the Holy Spirit of the Most High for confirmations as to the correlating energies and how to apply them to your current situation. It's what I like to refer to as spiritual due diligence. Okay, fact checking the information that you have received by source energy. Okay, so I had already started pulling from the Starseed Oracle deck. I pre-shuffled and pre-pulled 4 cards before I decided to go ahead and start recording. 1:33 on the clock timer. You could be seeing 1:33 as a synchronization of your numerology. We know that synchronizations are not limited to numbers. They can come in all shape, forms, and aspects, okay? But particularly 133 could be significant to you. Okay, so with the first message coming out, it says your life is a canvas. Okay, let me turn this light on 1 second. And coming off of the pause at 212 could be significant to you. Okay, so your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Okay, you can't really see this card very well on screen, but this is speaking to taking accountability of the fact that you are the artist of the manifestations of your own life. Taking creative accountability for what it is that is actualizing in your life. Okay? And taking accountability from realizing how things manifested from the intentions that we set out. Okay, 303 on the clock timer. 303 could be significant. Boulder City, Colorado is significant. Okay. Also breaking down to 33, so Ascended Master Energy. Master number 33. A master teacher teaching master lessons. Wait. It is not time yet is the second card. Okay, it is not time yet. Things are being woven. I just saw 333 on the clock timer. Spirit is resonating, okay? Threes could be significant to you for masculine. Multiple of threes, 3, 4, 5 on the clock timer. Moving forward in the right direction, okay? Consecutive steps going to where you need to be. It's not time yet, however. Things are still being woven. Things are still being stitched together. Lilo and Stitch can be significant, that movie, okay? I'm not quite aware. I don't know what that movie is about. I'll pull it up later, okay? There's some information coming in. If somebody wants to say, I'm sorry, okay? Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. Okay, somebody wants to apologize, and we're right on the precipice of a Mercury's retrograde. It's coming up. It begins the 16th of July. Okay, so somebody's coming in from the past. This could be from past solar system. Somebody from your Starseed family. Whether you relate or resonate with being Pleiadian, Lemurian, Lemurian, reptilian, okay, the grays, rainbows, indigos, whatever you resonate with, there's someone from that lineage that is being uprooted because they want to correct an era of judgment or movement from the past. This could be past life experiences in the cosmos, however this pertains and relates to you. They feel defenseless against your charms, is what I'm saying. Your energy, the essence and embodiment of who you are. And then the fourth one that I pulled out was lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Okay, so this is something, this person who's sorry that is being uprooted, they could be being uprooted from the cosmos itself, or uprooted from their physical grounds, wherever they're located. Okay, I feel like they're going to be coming to you because they remember, they have the memories where, on a soul level, whereas you have the soul memories, but you haven't consciously tapped into it in this lifetime. You have the memories and you have all of the gifts that you've always had throughout a many star systems, is what I'm getting. You've done this before, okay? So this is definitely like Six of Cups energy, familiarity, happy memories, okay? And it's also giving me the energy that you have everything, you already have everything that you need within you to do what needs to be done. You have all the necessary tools. You are not lacking anything. You do not need anything, especially from anyone else, because you have it from within. I just saw 707 on the clock timer. 707. 77 can be significant. Okay? But this is, with this uprooting energy, somebody is trying to uproot you because you are grounded. 731, you are grounded, and somebody's trying to build a case or make it seem like that you are not firmly rooted on your foundation. Okay? Last night, this dude just assaulted one of the nurses. But they're coming to me asking me if I'm okay, if I'm mentally okay, and woo, trying to placate me. And it's like, why are you all talking to me like I'm the one that did it? And we're just going to move him to another room. And that's another concern of mine. Why are you all so okay with just placing band-aids over a wound? Moving him to another room is not going to fix the problem at the root. Okay, something about fish. Pisces could be significant. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. There's something here at this level, or at this particular cycle, that there's something for you to study and or learn about from a different perspective. And again, it's not because you're in lack. Okay, it's to trigger memories. Okay, get you to access gifts and abilities that you have not quite yet tapped into consciously. You may have at various points throughout your life subconsciously, but not to the extent. I just saw 919 on the clock timer. You could be seeing that as a synchronization. Also, a Virgo is significant. That was my papa's birthday. Okay, but you're still learning, and we're all still on this learning journey. No matter how much we have mastered at this point or have not mastered. Okay, and I have to say the way that this bitch was just talking to me had me starting. I had to think to myself, well, damn, like, okay, what the fuck is really going on? Okay, especially with this shit this hacking in my system, because she's acting like, just because she isn't familiar with hacking and some of the technical terms. 1010 on the clock timer. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, this is what it is. This is what it is about, and I'm not tripping. Okay, just because you don't know something about a particular area doesn't make it invalid. And that's what pisses me off. Something about a Scorpio, October 27. Okay, because as I was weaving in and out of my systems, 1040 on the clock timer, business tax code, entrepreneur, I'm seeing, going through some of the program files that was placed on my system. Some of them I can't get rid of, okay, because it seems like they've been transferred over from some old accounts or previous accounts of mine, okay? But I got a fix for that. Anyway, so as I'm going through the programs and the hacks in my files or whatever, I'm seeing some hints of Boulder City, Colorado, which is 303, okay? So, I said all of that to say this. You're not lacking, okay? You're getting these promptings, seeing these synchronizations for a reason. And it's not just by coincidence. I don't care what people try to convince you of 1144 on the clock timer. Okay? You are not that mundane, bitch. You are not that mundane dude, okay? We know that there's more than what we physically see and what this physical world requires of us. Star keeper, you are a keeper of the stars. Cosmic ancestor, come on, seed the light by staying grounded. 1212 on the clock timer. We're talking about manifestations, excuse me. We're talking about 12th house energy, the unknown, about spirituality. The cosmos, 1222 on the clock timer. 12 and 22 are heavy manifesting energies and numbers. 222 union, companionship, partnership energy. Okay, you're coming into union with the cosmos as a star keeper. Your life is a canvas. Okay, and you may be dealing with some anxiety because you're anxious to get on with the journey. Okay, but continue to go with the flow. Regardless of how challenging it is, how degrading some people may talk down on us, it's just, and I'm speaking to myself, stay the course. Yeah, you are a star ancestor. I cannot make it. I've been talking about living ancestors, okay? Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper, okay? Yeah, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Okay, so you can resonate with Arcturian energy and lineage, okay? Just because these people don't know doesn't mean that you don't know as well. You know Fem Masculine, and you know. It's just a matter of retrieving the memories, okay? It's much like repressed memories from traumas, okay? 1404 on the clock timer, 144 chosen one energy, okay? So this is it's pretty much like that, okay? Blocked memories from traumas, regardless if it was from childhood or not, okay? But this is on a soul level, okay? And it's just going to take some time for masculine. But don't listen to anybody who's trying to talk you and convince you that you're not who you are. Okay? Because as I've said often, these bitches don't even know who they are. Really? Star family, you're a part of a team of souls called in support. Not the support here. Because the support here can only meet you where they're at. They can't meet you where we're at. They can only meet you where they're at, and for some of them, they're not pretty far along. Okay? And that's just the truth of the matter. They're not too highly evolved, okay? But we are, and I'm not saying that from a place of ego. If you've done the work and you know what the work entails, then you know. Ooh-wee. Okay. The 7 star sisters. Birthing creation's tapestry of life expression. Okay. So I want to go ahead and pull a few keywords after the bottom of the deck. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, yeah, you are that one. You are the visionary. Okay, visionaries bring things into fruition that never had a precedent prior to this time. Okay, a set precedent. Okay. Let me say that. Okay. What are these keywords, Holy Spirit, that need to be known at this time? And I had to refocus myself because I was starting to become fixating on proving, even though the evidence is all in my system, just proving to outside people that this is what's going on and trying to fix the issue. And then I had to check myself like, yo, okay, if you walking like you talking, then you know that this is destined, that there's nothing that can be done to take us out, not even us, okay? This is written. This energy that I'm talking about here, okay? So just release it. Stop trying to fix it. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to fix it. Okay? Just continue on working. Okay? Just continue on doing what you're supposed to be doing, serving your purpose and design, and stop trying to debug the bugs, okay? Because the guides, angels, ancestors, okay, your cosmic support is going to handle the pestilence, okay, or handle the pest control. Okay, this jumped out like it did yesterday. The reading before this, I haven't uploaded it yet, but it speaks to balance. Okay, balance. Dolphins are significant. Yin yang is significant. The pentagram is significant. Okay, Gemini energy, twinship. Twin flame, twin ray, or biological twins. Disguise. Okay? Your balance can be in disguise. Okay? Because people are projecting what they think a balance is for you and should be, when you're the own regulator of your life outside of the Most High. Okay? They're not providing the reverse. They're not providing what they're saying that they're providing. And they don't believe in what you believe in, okay? So stop looking for support from people who don't share the same idealisms and belief systems as you, because they're not going to help you or provide support energetically, mind, body, and soul, in the way that is required of you. I hope I said that correctly enough for you all to understand. Okay, you don't know, and the truth of the matter is, these people don't really want to know. They just want to, quote unquote, do their job. Okay, so that they can get paid. Okay, and there's another difference. Okay, they're looking to be supplemented. We're looking for soul healing and soul purpose. There's a difference on a vast level. Okay. Now, had I thrown a bitch down, I'd be up in a psych ward somewhere, or in jail, or probably shot down in the hospital somewhere. Yeah, they don't. This is somebody that is loveless. They do not fancy our confidence. Okay? Yeah. Because we boldly know who we are and who we are not. We know our path. They can't say the same, and that ruffles the feathers of people. Hunt at the bottom of the deck. That's why they're hunting. That's why they're hunting. These are predator energies. Okay, this is a manhunt. Okay, a star hunt. Hunters of the stars. A star hunt, okay? They want to hunt and stunt on star energies. Yeah, they want to hunt and stunt on star energy to make us feel as worthless and as inconsequential as they truly and actually feel. And for masculine, this has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with us. It's projected energy to restrict and object us from our purpose, which is our goal. Okay? They want to shift it into what they believe our goals in our own life should be, so that they could feel like they've accomplished something. But like I said, for masculine, you know the course. You know the course. You know what you're here to do. So continue to move in that vein, okay? Before I continue in tarot, I want to pull some numerology and see what the numbers say. 22:33 on the clock timer. So it's 512, okay? 5 upcoming changes for your highest good and expansion. 1, individuality. And 2, union, companionship, partnership energy. Coming into union with your partner, your cosmic partner. We got 5th house, 1st house, and 2nd house energy. 5th house, Leo, and the sun. Creativity, okay? Revealing, exposing success in this vein, okay? Somebody made a bad decision, okay, regarding you, or regarding trying to stop you from being creative, to stop you from being the son that you are, the son of God, the son of man, a son child. Okay, it's something like that, okay? I'm looking at this bird. I'm not sure what type of bird it is, but it is like right directly across from me. Looking right at you, or through this little crack of the window, because I pulled the shades together, okay? So 2 of Wands, and this is what's seen. What's being focused on is bad planning, this bad idea, okay? Because like I said, with this hacking of my systems, I've been testing them ever since I came into the awareness of this, okay? And everything that I've been testing has been accurate regarding certain actions and certain responses to the actions that I take in here. And it is meticulously planned and thought out. It's done for a reason. You see, but to them, it looks like that we're just repeating cycles and, oh, they ain't learning no lessons. No, bitch, it's really you that's not learning. You don't, okay. Yeah, so fem masculine. Yeah, don't listen to any doubt that's being projected onto you, okay? Because people are really trying hard to shake our foundations, okay? Because the more that we show up, they show out. Okay? And it's ruffling feathers all over the place. Okay? Because people that try to bullshit me in this energy right now, in this cycle, they're losing their wits about them. If you can keep all that is about you, or something like that. When all is about you, losing theirs, and something like that. Rudyard Kipling is what I'm trying to say. That poem is significant. Rudyard Kipling. If, okay, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. That's how it goes. Okay, I used to recite that poem back in the day. Okay, in elementary school, Miss Eggleston assigned that poem to me to read it. So actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up that poem, "If," by Rudyard Kipling. Okay. And I'm getting a confirmation on that. Okay. Something could be significant about elementary school for you. One second. Okay, so we have it here. "If," by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Wow. Okay, it's been decades since I've recited this poem, and the first time certainly as an adult. Okay, and wow. Okay, this is even mind-blowing for me as confirmation. Okay, so I'm gonna start that again. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, equal value, the light and the shadow, the masculine and the feminine, being grateful for all that is, because all that is works for the one type of energy. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knives to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stood and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after day, your loss, or long after they are gone, and so hold on where there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, wow, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can feel the unforgiving minute or unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, Yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Son of man. I said it just before I wrote, pulled up this poem. For somebody, they could have had a previous lifetime as Rudyard Kipling, because I was getting ready to say I wrote this. Okay. Wow. This is so reaffirming, because it speaks to where a lot of us are at right now in this very moment. So I'm going to take the time to, yes, Fem Masculine, read that again, okay? If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or be lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth that you've spoken twisted by knives to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stood and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, confirmation, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they've gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can feel the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Again, If by Rudyard Kipling. That's exactly what's going on right here. People want you to feel like they need to validate who you are in order for it to be true. And that's not the case. And then they look at you crazy when you have the nerve and the audacity to challenge them and their authority in who we are. Okay? No, that's not happening. And that's what If is all about. Can you keep your head? Can you keep your presence of mind? Your own conscious awareness of who you are in the midst of all of this chaos? If you can do that, then the world is yours, Fem Masculine. 3333 on the clock timer. Ascended master energy. A master teacher teaching master lessons. They think they're teaching us some shit. And in essence, yes, they are. It's a lesson of remembrance for us. But see, for them, it's a lesson on how to be who they are. A lot of them they don't know who they are. We at least know who we are at this point. And that's not, no, we're not saying that we're better than, it is different polarities here that we're working with, okay? Look at this. 3 of Swords in the upright. Okay, 2 of Wands in the reverse to the 3 of Swords in the upright in this focus line. Somebody's about to be heartbroken. Okay, they finna be going through some shit right here. I feel like it's going to be public with 3 of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's mental, 34 on the clock timer, 77 is significant, 14 and 5, 5th house energy. Okay, so you're wearing some bitches out. Okay, 34 and 43, they're mirroring you. Okay, they're mirroring you energetically, technically, with the devices and shit, with this hacking codes and all of this shit. Okay, it's being talked about, it's being seen. There's even some sort of physical aestheticness to this, as well as mental aspect, okay? So people they're going through it over this bad idea, this bad planning, because this facility, they're in on the hacking. Because as I was running my little test last night, I was listening to them respond out there at the desk. There was all sort of calls coming in. Okay, go ahead and check room 1A. You got room 1A, 1B, and that's where a lot of the call and response actions were coming from. A whole lot of ruckus started stirring up. It started as soon as I started to trigger the trigger points. On purpose, mind you. Y'all failed the test. And they don't seem to get it. They too busy in ego thinking that they done did their big one. Okay, thinking that they're making us look shitty. No, honey bun, the entire time you're failing the test. You so propped up in your certifications, your degrees, or the position that you have in a job, baby girl, baby boy, that's a job. Okay, we're on assignment. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, and you're passing. I mean, you're failing. We're passing. They're failing. That's how dumb and unaware they think we are. Okay. Let's just go ahead and continue with this focus sign. Because, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Queen of Wands in the upright. They can't help but be attracted to us. Drawn to us. Even though they may not like us so much. Queen of Wands energy. Because we're mysterious. We're kind of witchy. They think we're doing some magical tricks or something, and we're really just being who the fuck we are. I mean, we're not trying to make shit happen. It just happened the way it happened, yeah. And it's bringing a tower to them. Okay, Judgment just jumped out. Or a tower, and here's Judgment here. Okay? All seen. So they looking at us like we're causing the tower, like we're causing judgment on them. We're just a conduit. It's what y'all doing against us that's bringing this tower and judgment. And it's all out in the public. It's very well seen and known. 10 of Wands in the reverse, they're burdened. Or somebody is. I'll leave it to you to assign the energies to where it needs to go. In your case, Femme Masculine. Okay. But I know I'm not in no 10 of Wands in the reverse. What's the issue here for Femme Masculine, Holy Spirit? Queen of Cups in the upright. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, yeah. They saw you as a problem, as a sweetheart, as someone nurturing, caring, tender, kindness, okay, intuitive, emotionally intelligent, just chilling, relaxed, confident. This public reward, acknowledgement, celebration is breaking their hearts. They don't like this. It's giving me Empress energy, divine feminine, regardless of gender. See, you're the problem here. You're the situation. You're the issue. You and your energy, mind, body, and soul. That's what's causing the problem. So it's like, yeah, you're the issue, but you're not the issue. Okay? You're the issue because it forces them to reflect and look back on themselves, because you know this water energy, regardless of your placements, it is a reflective energy, mirroring. Okay? And that's what we are to a lot of people. We are the mirrored version of themselves. Okay? And this repels a lot of them. Some of them, it causes them to lean into the mirror. because they no longer want to be a mirror reflection of themselves. They want to be what is inside that mirror, if that makes sense. Okay? Mirrors are also portals away to the other side or different dimensions, okay? So people are mirroring their devices as a way to get in and be close to you. Okay, a very obsessive energy. Okay? So this Queen of Wands in the upright, Queen of Cups in the upright, this is you. You are them, male or female. Okay? Definitely Empress energy. Now, for some of you watching this, depending on your situation, this could be two separate energies. Like you and your twin, for example. Sibling, twin sibling, or your whoever, if you want to look at it from this perspective. But the ones that this reading is for, hey, hummingbird. Okay, hummingbirds could be significant. Yeah, and you're strong. Okay, strength just jumped out. You are very strong. Your strength is causing a problem. It's coming out under the Queen of Wands in the upright. Your crown chakra is popping. Infinite energy, a beast tamer, tamer of beasts. Tamar is significant, or the name Tamar. It doesn't have to be Tamar Braxton. Okay, and I'm feeling like with this balance energy, I'm being drawn back to this card. It's like you're being called to balance, to consistently be in this energy and flow of continual balance with each new change within the climate of the environment that you're in. Okay, and the climate that I'm in right now, it can be quite stormy and erratic. It can change, the temperature can change just like that. Okay, so that's providing even more energetical exercise for us. Okay, and it's making us stronger. Something like that. Yeah, you are definitely the protagonist here. It don't matter how you are being viewed and seen, you are the protagonist. You are the main character in this storyline, okay? And you are very resilient. Last one standing. Confirmation. Your strength, your resilience says it all. And it's brought tower. I mean, a tower that you can stand against. Your energy. They can't. They're not going to be able to, what's this? 9 of Cups in the reverse. Unfulfilled desires. Unjoyous occasions. Non-fulfillment. Okay? Misery. And it's under judgment. XX is significant. XVI is significant. VII is significant. Oh, also, this code. Let's see here. I'm not sure what type of code this is, but it's a code. JX012-9883-101-10110. Okay. Also, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. 4343 on a clock timer, 77. Something about the age of 43. You may have a twin out there that you don't know about. Twin energy, Gemini. Yeah, balance. Okay, Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's up in this stuff. The worst has come, and that's the problem for them. They haven't experienced the worst of it yet, but we have. So, this Empress in the reverses could be your mother manifested outcomes. Or see, this is what somebody wanted. Okay, this is the outcome that they wanted to manifest for you. They wanted to toxify you. They wanted to completely obliterate and destroy you in such a way. Not so much, not this particular energy this time. They didn't want to put you in the dirt. They just wanted to spoil you rotten. They wanted you to turn from the Empress in the upright to the Empress in the reverse. Someone that's barren, that can bear no fruit. That is comatose, really. That's what they want to manifest for us. But see, they're not the manifester of our lives, and that's what they don't understand. What's this, Holy Spirit? What's this? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in the upright. See, something is being defended here, being protected. It's just pentacles. Okay? They see, no matter what they do here, they're not going to be able to stop this. And I said that at the top of this video. We got the Queen of Cups here in the upright. We got Six of Wands here right next to the right of the Queen of Cups in the upright. And then right below the Six of Wands is the Knight of Pentacles in the upright with a pentacle in her hand. And here's the Empress in the reverse. That Empress in the reverse ain't going nowhere. It's too much light energy here. It's too much positivity. We did too much work for them to spoil us rotten. They ain't got that type of power over us. I don't care how many earthly resources they have at their disposal. We have the divine, and that's of the utmost. So y'all combine your spell work, combine your technology, combine your whatever the fuck else, your science, okay? Combine your what is that? Your degree in psychology. Combine that. Combine the creative arts against us, and we're still gonna come out on top. Is what I'm saying. See, you know, some people have gotten it and have pulled back, but these are some stubborn, raggedy old bitches. Yeah, they say, yeah. Okay, I see what's going on, Holy Spirit. This is protected here. This coin, I mean, this seed is protected. Okay, even when you didn't know that seed was protected, you thought you may have lost it. You thought that you may have had a spiritual miscarriage. No, baby. That seed that you planted was protected. Somebody came up behind that and took care of that seed for you. Because they knew that you did it divinely, from divine guidance. Yeah. Something's coming back to you, Fem Masculine. And just as I say that, the Fool is coming out in the upright. And you're going to be able to do all types of things with this past seed that you've sown. Beautiful. And it's coming out under Strength, which is under the Queen of Wands. Yes, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I needed this message this morning at this time. Because I already know the vibes. Okay? I already know the vibes. Eight of Wands. You thought quickly, or will think quickly in the upright. Quick action, swiftness, flexibility, putting foot to motion in a way that only you can. Okay, and you're being resilient in this, and this is what they can't stand against. Every time they try to stand against it, they'll get a tower in some shape, form, or fashion. And I'm seeing it in real-time action. 4848 on the clock timer, 1212 manifestations and 12 house energy, the unknown about spirituality and karma. Okay, you good, Fem Masculine. This message was even confirmation for me and reassuring for me, because after I witnessed this fella's complete meltdown, and that's just after the fact that I refused to coddle him. Everybody around here want to coddle him, and you know, he got this issue, that issue, or whatever. Okay, and I tried to roll with that, being the person that I am. But after you intentionally start moving away, and then I speak to people about it, and it was like, well, you know, they just try to pacify the situation, and you know, try to put it, well, we'll just get you a lock, how about that, or we'll just do that, just let them cool off, how about that. But then by the end of the night, I'm fully decided, okay, what issues are not. Y'all have to stop coddling this and him in this energy, because he's only going to continue to do it. As for me, I'm not having it. Because as Maya Angelou would say, when they show you who they are, believe them. And I believe him as in what he has shown me. And at this point, no, I'm not coddling you. I'm not going to pacify you. I'm not going to baby you. You're 20 years my senior. About maybe. Okay? I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to take accountability. Well, or at least you're going to be presented with your own accountability when you're dealing with me. And I can't make you take accountability, but you're not going to push your shit off on me. And I don't care what they tell me to do. I'm not finna coddle that shit. Y'all want me to stand here and be attacked just to make somebody else feel at ease? No. No. That's a boundary that I'm not. No. That's not what's going to happen. Excuse me. I'm recording. Yeah. Resume. Hold on. Yes.
You want me to come back?
Who's that? You don't have to. I paused the video already.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if there's any concerns you're having today. I know you were having issues yesterday. Is there anything new that you want me to discuss?
I just worried about the lady that he jumped on last night.
Who? Your roommate?
Yeah. They didn't tell you about that?
No.
See, that's the issue that I was just talking about here. They are not taking accountability. I've been telling them, okay, I know he presents this and he's nice in the moment, but you don't know somebody until you live with them. And you see the constant fluctuations of whatever it is that they're dealing with. And he jumped on one of the nurses last night, attacked her, laid her out on the floor, and he almost knocked her out.
This was last night?
Yeah.
And you witnessed it?
I jumped. Yeah,
and there was no action that was taken whatsoever.
No, they wanted to move me out the room and let him sleep. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Well, for your safety, he sleep now. He may have did that with her, but he's not going to attack me.
Okay.
I promise y'all that. That's not what's going to happen. He's not going to attack me.
I'll discuss it to see what they're
and then they came in here like, something's wrong with me. Are you okay? You know, trying to... Okay. No. Okay. I know what's going on. Okay. Like, what the fuck?
Let me see what's going to be done about that.
You know, and I want him to get the help. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to just put a Band-Aid over it and then just move him to another room. That's not attacking the issue, because I said from the get, I'm worried about him. And that's legit. Okay. I still care about him.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he was genuinely, when he woke up this morning, he was sorry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever he's dealing with.
Yeah.
And I can't speak to that fully.
He acknowledges his wrongdoing.
Yeah.
And, you know,
and I heard the sincerity about
mentally
that.
they're dealing with something that, you know, they can't control themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I understand your frustration. I understand that, you know, that he could use some additional help. So let me see what's going to happen. Let me talk to the administrator. Anything else in general? Your food, laundry, housekeeping?
No. I do need to set my laundry out. I'm just slow at eating. Are the
nurses coming to assist in doing your beds or offering to make your beds? Or do you do that yourself?
They brought fresh linen and washed my own. But I usually make up the bed myself.
Are they changing your linen or offering it daily?
Not daily, but...
Okay, so they should be offering it daily.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll talk to your CNA just so they can do that on a daily basis.
Okay.
Okay?
Alrighty.
I mean, it's pretty much on a daily basis or as needed.
Okay.
Okay, but if you're okay with it, you have no issues, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Anything else? I know it seems like housekeeping hasn't came in here yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. All right.
But no, it's, you know, it is what it is.
Okay. So, also with what you've discussed, make sure you go to Patty, the social worker, like about your frustrations and your concerns that are happening in the building. So, you know, see what Patty can do on her side.
Okay.
Okay, but I'll address it this morning.
Okay, thank you. How's your morning starting off?
It's good. It's Friday.
Okay, it is.
All right.
Have a great day.
I hope you feel better,
All right, thank you. Sorry about that. Weight, feel masculine. Okay, so 8 of Wands in the upright. You may or are going to take some sort of quick action or make a quick decision. Okay, it's gonna put somebody in the Queen of Sword in the reverse, or you are going to have to make a quick decision or take quick action regarding a Queen of Sword energy in the reverse that was being very manipulative, very cruel-hearted, playing some sort of mental mind games, misconstruing, your words. I can barely talk myself. Mercury's is coming up. It's already acting up. Yeah, possibly could have even done something physically, trying to block something, some forward movement for you, or will try. However, this fits in your timeline. Oop. Lovers. Yeah, they're trying to cause stagnation. But the Lovers is going to manifest in the upright, equal give and take, bottom of the deck. King of Wands. Seeing something from a higher perspective, seeing the big picture and the situation. Severing ties and cutting cords, feeling a disconnectedness. Somebody could be going to prison or self-sabotaging themselves or feeling trapped within a situation. This King of Wands in energy is aware of this. He or she is preparing to take some sort of action. This could also be your spirit guides as well. That could be severing some sort of connection. Sending someone to the, I'm hearing end zone, but to the dark zone. So end zone could be significant. It's a shadow hierophant here. Yeah, so they was working with the Queen of Sword in the reverse. Or this Queen of Sword in the reverse is a part of some sort of secret society, some sort of secret network that is trying to avoid some sort of change by lies and brutality. Magician in the upright. Crown chakra is definitely popping. The competition for balance. Two of Swords in the reverse, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now they're going to reach out for your help. They're isolated. See you as the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Good karma, good energy, resources. After this union, or as you go into this union, okay, with your counterpart. So, I'm going to drop the mic on that. Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel. And until next time, peace. I love you all. Bye.